Hello, we meet again at Follow the Best channel. In this video just only educational purposes between Christians and Muslims. And this time Mr. Ahmad ExMuslim will give many Muslims educations the truth about Jesus Christ. Now, let's look at what Muslims said to Ahmad ExMuslim so we can learn the truth from them. So enjoy watching video. Please share, comment and subscribe this channel. God bless you.
Salam wa mutta Ibrahim Isa.
Hello, assalamu alaikum.
Salam wa mutta brother. How are you?
Well, I can't hear you. Why is it so quiet?
You can't hear me.
No, I don't know why. Before it was so good, but when I joined, it's quiet.
Interesting. Fix your mic and come back to me.
Yes.
Let's see the next.
How do I even leave? Well, I don't know how to do this.
Ertam, unmute yourself and talk. So why you are still Muslim? Tell me. For which reason?
Yo, why are you Christian? Why do you believe in it?
Because I'm worshiping your creator. Because I'm worshiping your creator. But why you are a Muslim? You worshiping handicap. اللوطي بيكون
لا
رسولك
إله إلا
يا
الله محمد
قذر.
رسول الله.
wait. اللوطي بيكون رسولك يا قذر. وهي أحلى بلوك يا ابن المتعة. وهي أحلى بلوك يا ابن المتعة عشان ما أشوفك مرة تانية هون عندي عند قندرتي. يلا شعب وسخ مثل محمد. Okay, answer. Why you are still Muslim? Handicap worshipper. Come on, Moy. Hey, Moy. How are you?
What's going on?
What's going on, Moy? Are you handicap worshipper, Alhamdulillah Jesus, or Christian?
No, I worship the Lord, brother.
Which Lord?
The one and only. The unseen.
Jesus Christ, Almighty God?
So, I have a question here.
You worshipping Jesus Christ, or you worshipping this handicap behind me?
I believe in Jesus, yes.
No, I'm not saying you believe in Jesus or not. My question is, do you worship the only one true creator, his name Jesus Christ, or are you worshipping Allahu Akbar, the handicap?
I worship the Lord, brother.
Are you scared to tell me who's your God? Who's your Lord?
No, but can I ask questions or am I not allowed
Who
to ask
is your
questions?
Lord? We have
The
here a
Lord.
question.
The Lord
Who's
is
your
the one and
Lord?
only. I consider the Lord one and only, and
You
that's
mean
it. There's
Jesus
no.
Christ. You mean Jesus Christ.
You say Jesus, I say the Lord.
If you worship Allah according to Quran, which means you're worshipping three devils.
So I have a question. The Arabic
Do you
Bible,
believe the
what does it
Quran
say
word
as
of
the
your
Lord?
Lord? Hello?
Yes, I
Do
hear
you
you.
believe the Quran word of your Lord or the Bible word of your Lord? Which one is?
I believe in I could say both, to be honest.
So no. You cannot believe in both. Why? Because Quran, he said, Allah handicap, he is the Lord. And the Bible said, Almighty God, Jesus Christ, the only one true living God, Jesus Christ, he's the Lord.
Could
Which
you
one you
answer this
worshiping?
question? Can I ask you a question if that's okay?
I have to know first of all, which God you worshiping.
I worship the Lord, the one and only. If you want me to be specific, the one that is mentioned in the Arabic Bible as the Lord, and in the Arabic Bible, it's mentioned as Allah.
Oh, which means you're worshiping the Allah in Arabic Bible.
I worship the Lord of Jesus, the
So,
Lord of
which means
Abraham,
stay
the
on your
Lord
point.
of Moses. Okay, yeah, no
Hello.
problem.
Stay on
Yeah,
your
go
point.
ahead.
Which means
Okay.
you're worshiping Allah mentioned it in the one translation in the Bible, right?
Do you
In
have the
Arabic
original
language.
Bible that was written 400 years after after Jesus.
Original. Do you have the original? I have. This is original under my hand.
What is it? Can I see it?
Yes, you can read it
W-
anywhere,
Was
everywhere.
it
You
was
can
it
see
one
it online.
by the author King James, or which author are you reading the
It
Bible
doesn't
from?
matter. It's translation. That is
So
translation. Doesn't
how
matter.
is the
Not
word
like your
preserved?
Quran.
I
Hello,
have a
hello.
question.
Don't
Hi,
don't
I hear
ask
you.
a thousand. Don't ask a thousand question
I
inside
have
one
one
question.
question for you, brother. One
Okay.
question,
So
that's all.
first of all, Habibi, come down. Come
Okay.
down.
I
First
guess
of
we're
all, you
Habibis
have
now.
to tell me why you are still Muslim, and after
Okay,
that,
I
continue.
will tell you. I will tell you why I'm Muslim. Because when I
Mhm.
read the Bible,
Are you
I
sure you
looked
read the
into it.
Bible? Wait, wait,
I
wait,
read the
wait,
Bible,
wait.
but
Do you read complete Bible or just one verse
yes,
from Google?
I was in jail for 5 years, brother, and I had time to read the
So do
Bible,
you read, which means you are a
the
criminal.
Torah. Oh yes,
Which
I
means you are
was
a
a criminal.
criminal.
Was a criminal, ex-offender.
Okay, great, great. So great, great. Where are you from in general?
Me, I am from Lebanon, but I'm here living in Canada.
لبناني يا خيي، بتاكل زعتر؟
ناكل شو ما بدك.
حبيب قلبي، والشطة شو خبرياتك على الشطة؟
All of it, all of it. Oh, so
Okay,
nice.
no problem. So now you used to be criminal and you born
hmm
a Muslim, right?
I'm born a Muslim.
So
hmm
you said you read the Bible,
Oh
right?
yes, أهل
Can
الكتاب,
you
of course.
tell me? Don't talk about Ahl al-Kitab now. Now we're talking about the Bible, okay?
No problem.
When you said Ahl al-Kitab, you have three different religion. Ahl
Yes,
al-Kitab,
religion that worships the
okay?
one Lord.
So you have Sabi'ah, you have a Christian, you have Jewish. Don't say
Correct.
Ahl al-Kitab, okay? So now you said you read the Bible, right?
Correct.
Have you
Yes.
read David Gospel, chapter
Yes, I
1?
read the whole Bible, and there's one verse
How
that
about
specifically stuck out to me.
wait. No.
Yeah,
Did you read the story of the prophet Johnson?
correct.
Did you read about his story? What he did, the prophet Johnson?
If you could remind me, refresh my mind. It's been a while.
How about Babylon prophet? Peace be behind him.
Babylon?
Yeah, peace be upon him, sorry.
Yes. Yes. If you could
Have you
refresh
read
my
about
mind.
his story when he found Muhammad in his dream? And he said, this is the devil three times?
I remember that one. Yeah.
Yeah, so now you admitted Babylon prophet, peace be upon him, he found Muhammad in a dream and he said, this is a devil, be careful, don't follow him, right?
Correct. But brother, I just want to ask
Cool.
you a couple questions as well,
Why
if
are you
that's okay.
following, if you read this chapter, this
hmm
verse in the Bible, why still following Muhammad if the Babylon prophet told you and
Yeah.
advised you to didn't follow the devil Muhammad? Why still following him?
I'll tell you why.
Go
Because
ahead.
when I read the Bible, brother, I
Mm.
realized that the Bible was written after the resurrection, when Jesus was brought to the Lord.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
How
Wow. You
long ago
first
was
one
the
you
Bible
founded
written?
that? You are first one founded that or someone tell you that?
No. There's a lot of stories. Like,
Wow.
there's one
Wow.
verse in
You
the Bible, brother.
destroyed now now you destroy the secret of the Bible. Wow.
Yeah. I
Have
have
you
one
read it
question.
about have you read
I have
it
one question.
about
Can I quote the Bible? This one verse. I don't remember exactly the chapter. I can find it right away. But it's one verse is quoted by Jesus saying that when
MashaAllah, MashaAllah, MashaAllah. See guys, even the Muslim he don't know how to lie. He don't know how to lie. He has no idea how to lie. So we needed to found some some college to teach him how to lie. He said he read it about David Gospel, peace be upon him, and he said he read it about Babylon Gospel, Prophet Babylon, peace be upon him, and he said he read the Bible. See guys, see, ماشي at Jesus, ماشي at Jesus. Astaghfirullah al-Azim. Guys, please, if you have no experience, no knowledge, please don't send requests. Don't wasting my time. Please. Come on, Orthodox Shahada. Peace be upon you, brother.
السلام والمتعة.
Salam wa mut'a wa suckling 10 times an adult, Habibi. How are you?
Only from Fatima when she throw it over her back.
Have you read a Prophet Babylon story before or not? Man,
Yeah, I
you're
heard
kidding
that.
me.
I heard that's in the Gospel of Muhammad.
Let me accept them. Let me accept them. Have you read Gospel of It's a brand new. It's a brand new.
I was just kind of wondering, can he tell me why he doesn't follow the Bible when his Quran tells him that it affirms the Bible and that the Bible is not corrupt?
Bro, those guys brainwashed. They're not looking for the truth, and they don't want the truth, and they don't want it if he is on the truth or not. Like, like any creation. Eat, sleep, dingy dingy. That's it. He don't
Yep.
care about the truth. He don't care about nothing. He just he just thinking about what he should eat, when he wanna do dingy dingy, and when he wanna sleep. Let me make your camera bigger, brother.
Have you seen this before?
Yes. And I gave it to, I think, to brother James. Such a beautiful thing.
Yes,
Yes.
very good. Very good. Yeah.
If you search, I will send you link. One book is such a beautiful book. The name is المحلى في الآثار. المحلى في الآثار. All the book talking about dingy dingy animals.
Yes. And this one. Let me find this one
Yeah,
quickly. Go on, carry on. Sorry to interrupt. Sorry, David.
no problem, brother. Take your time. So why you are still Muslim, brother and sister in humanity, Muslim people? حدثنا الحسن بن علي. Let me flip it. علي الفسوي ثنى خالد بن يزيد البصري ثنى جرير عن قابوس عن أبي ظبيان عن أبيه عن ابن عباس قال رأيت رسول الله فرج فخذي الحسين وقبل ذبيبته. Not only Hussein, Hassan too. Hassan and Hussein and Ali. When Ali born, Ali is supposed to be suckling Muhammad tongue. Yeah, not just only Hussein, not just only Hassan, even Ali is supposed to be suckling Muhammad tongue, and Muhammad, he can't sleep before
So
he's suckling between his daughter Fatima chest.
can I ask you a question? Whose
Yes.
thighs did he break?
Again?
Whose thighs did he break? Talks about him breaking the thighs of, is it Hussein or Hassan?
Al-Hassan and Al-Hussein. Al-Hassan,
Okay.
two brothers, kids of Fatima.
Yes.
Al-Hassan and Al-Hussein,
Yep.
and the father of Al-Hussein, Ali. And he
Ah.
said one time, Muhammad, he said, however, who guarantee for me between his knee and his what we call stomach, I will guarantee the heaven for him. And the other hadith, he said, however, who guarantee for me between his leg, I will guarantee the heaven for him. Why?
Uh-huh.
Why?
Have you seen the hadith where it talks about Iblis' throne being above the water?
Yeah, I did
And then
one debate with the colonel about this point 7 months ago. The devil put his throne above the ocean, about the water, and Allah put his throne above the water.
Yes, in Surah
Yes.
11. Yes, interesting.
And when I debate with colonel, he lied. He said Sahih Muslim is da'if. Hadith of Sahih Muslim
Don't
is
lie.
da'if. I
No
just posted
way.
on my YouTube channel. He said a da'if
Oh,
hadith. and he bring one da'if hadith.
Astaghfirullah.
They switching the word between water to ocean. He brings that hadith, ocean, da'if hadith. So look, who's da'if? What he said, like Muhammad Hijab always saying, finish, you're finished, you're finished. He said, you're finished. So man, you're Allah's finished, not me. You bring hadith, different hadith for me. Like Chad, boyfriend of Circle Dawah, when I debate with him and a brother Joshua live stream, he bring different hadith to prove my hadith is a lie. Even the Omar anti-shubuhat, also he bring. One day he came to brother live stream. I was there. He said, Ahmad, you're using da'if hadith. I told him, I challenge you. Bring me one video. I use da'if hadith. He brings that one hadith when I proved Allah sitting on the throne. He said, huh? See, you bring. No, Allah put his foot one on the other. Cross his foot on the other. He said, huh, da'if hadith. I told him, show me. Which book? You bring it. He just showed me da'if. He didn't show me complete the book, the source. I smashed him at that time. So if the Muslim trusts himself, I'm using something da'if, you will see him made 1,000 video on me. 1,000.
100%.
But
100%.
all of them are quiet, scaring to come here, scaring to answering one question. Why? Because Islam is weak, like Sheikh said. Islam is a really weak religion. They needed someone, Arabic speaker, to take the stories from the Arabic book, because they didn't translate into another languages. For that, keep it. Like Sheikh, I just posted one video today. Let me show you. Sheikh Wasim Yusuf, what he said. Let me show you Wasim Yusuf. I posted 2 parts for him. He is from Jordan, and he working in Emirati channel, Muslim channel. He doing program there. Ahmad ExMuslim. Let me show you this video, and you will see why they didn't translating the Arabic books to the another language.
I'm going to start calling you David of Damascus after John of Damascus.
John of Damascus, he destroyed Allah and destroyed Muhammad. Look here,
he did.
Someone comes and says, obey the ruler and adopt the decision of the prevailing rule. They adopt it in any country. They say obedience and order if
Voice
the ruler
is clear?
is strong, but if the ruler is weak, others turn against him. What's the ruling of the overpowering, Dr. Wasim? Obey the strongest, that's it. Why spill Muslim blood? Where is the obedience? To what extent is their loyalty to the ruler? Most of them don't write or keep silent about it. Most of the religious men are against building churches and want to and collect donations for building mosques in Europe, but they can't speak up. And they can't raise their voices about their deviousness. We tell you, a religious man comes and says, heretics have deviousness, and we have it too. The ruling of the overpowering is a deviousness. The ruling of the national anthem, the standing for the flag, all of these are a deviousness. We have temporary marriage and other things. Ibn Ashur allowed temporary marriage with conditions, of course, and he is one of the imams of Sunni Muslims. But we have deviousness just like them. But we, religious people, always hide a lot. By God, if a religious man came out and supported his ideas and decrees, the nation would turn against them. But how do we support our way? How do we hide our ideas and show what we might differ in? But if a Christian military campaign came and took my mother and intercoursed with her while I work for a slave, and he wants me to enter his religion, God's law would make them slaves for us? No, my beloved, nobody is a slave to anyone. This exists in our ideas. If your question is really about whether the religious men hide 90% of the information and don't want people to know about it, yes, they do, and they distort the words and lie. Imagine by God Almighty they lie, except for whom God has mercy on. So it's normal, Abba Suleiman. Why are you surprised? It's a trade, my master. We need to be honest with each other. But many religious people don't want this honesty. They see whoever disagrees with them as an enemy of Islam. while they are the greatest enemies of Islam. They cannot speak about the decree they adopt openly on air. I swear by God they cannot do it. They fear the society will turn against them. How can this decree be accepted? How can adult breastfeeding permit be accepted? God sent down the Quran for us to be governed by it and to explain things to us. Wasn't it enough for
Oh,
them that
Habibi, I
we
got a
sent down to
question for
you a
you.
book to be read to them? They
Can you
forgot the
pause it 1
verse,
minute?
but it wasn't enough for them. They wanted 1,000 books to be read to them. So the witness of the matter, my master, is that yes, religious people hide calamities, and if they spoke about them, society would reject them immediately. That's why what do? They stay quiet, show a cute appearance until their strength grows, then they bring out their ideas again. They're in a wave. May God spare us from their evil. Say Ameen, Abba S.
See, brother? See? After this, Sheikh Wissam Youssef kick him out from the TV. They
That's
kick him
so
out.
funny.
Yes. He
That's so
talked
funny.
about true.
He did.
What the scholars hiding.
He's not
They're
afraid to
hiding
hide it.
90% from Islam, the truth.
Oh, 100%.
90%.
100, yeah, definitely. Here's a quick question, David. So
Yeah.
it said that. So correct me if I'm wrong. Did Aisha breastfeed people?
Yes.
So can you explain to me how?
أرضعت غلاما فعلا. Let me show you.
Can you explain to me how she produced breast milk when she wasn't pregnant?
They can. In Islamic religion, even the young girl, she can breastfeed. No problem.
So basically, it's not about
Yeah.
getting milk. It's about
No.
wow. Oh wow.
She can breastfeed. Even the man can breastfeed the other.
Ah.
Yes. Even the man.
So it's
In
funny how they
Shia
try to say
books.
that. That's why it's called suckling.
Yes. In Shia books, Ali he breastfeed from his uncle when
I
he
think
was
it's
baby.
in a Shia book. I don't know if it's Shia
Yeah.
or Sunni, but in the
In
Hadith.
Sunni also, in Sunni we have something we call إرضاع الفحل, ماء الفحل, which means the water of the male. ماء الفحل. Let me bring some hadith for you. And we translate to see what I mean.
Is it Sunni or Shia that they say that?
Sunni.
No. About Fatima, they say that her breasts were so long she used to throw them over her back and feed over her shoulder and feed the children from behind.
In Shia books, she has a big breast. She has a bigger breast.
Yeah, that's it. Shia then, yeah. That's wild.
Yes.
Imagine just throwing it over your shoulder.
Let me bring this hadith for you to show you. In Sunnah books, the man can breastfeed also. ماء الفحل. الفحل. لا يحرم. Go to Sahih Muslim, hadith number 1444. Let me open it from Sahih Muslim in English to see.
Oh,
They
David,
have some translation.
what's the reliance of the traveler for Muslims? You know the book
Come again?
Reliance, the book that's called the Reliance of the Traveler. I think it's to do with a bunch of is it the laws, Sharia law, and a few bits.
Look here, brother.
Do you know about that?
This, I didn't understand what you're talking about.
Oh, okay. I'll send it to you.
Okay. This is Sahih Muslim. Look the book name. Prohibition that results from breastfeeding
is related to the issue of the male. Can you zoom out so I can screenshot the number?
Yeah.
Well, I can't see which hadith it is.
Uh-huh.
You have to go to the. There you go. 1445a.
And 44 also. The book talking about the suckling. The chapter. Look in 44, for example, here. They didn't translate. Let's go to other. دخل رسول الله رضاعة حمل الولادة. استأذن بني حفصة وكان في الأمر دخل.
والله ايش نخبة.
45. Let's read it in Arabic. جاء يستأذن عليها وهو عمها من الرضاعة بعد أن نزل الحجاب. Why the difference, man? Look here. باب تحريم الرضاعة من ماء الفحل. Let me translate. Look in English, a website. See? Ding ding. Ding ding. But in English, Sahih Muslim, they're playing game. Always they're doing great, like that. Always. Let's see if we have a customer. No. He take it out. His guest. Okay, so now we needed any Muslim to tell me why he is still Muslim. You should become Christian, buddy. You should become Christian. Why are you still Muslim? Anyone here even told me why he's still Muslim?
You know, David, I'd actually like a Muslim to prove that Muhammad even existed outside of Islamic sources.
He can't. Even in history, he can't. Even he can't prove it to you. The grave there in Saudi Arabia, grave of Muhammad and his companion. He can't prove it.
Yep.
They have no evidence from the history books.
Very interesting.
Only from Islamic books. Yeah. Nothing.
Yeah, very interesting.
There is no proof. I challenged it in Arabic language that before. I challenged him. If you prove it for me. There is a prophet named is Muhammad came in Saudi Arabia between Arab people. His name Muhammad. There is no proof. Only from Islamic book. Look the devils what they're doing. The books of history before they burn it, destroyed all in Alexandria. The Muslim burned all books in Alexandria.
Yeah, the whole
During
Alexandrian
Khilafah
library.
time.
Yeah.
All the library burned.
They didn't.
Why?
There was another library that got burnt as well, right, David?
Yeah.
The Nineveh one.
Who that?
There's another library. 2 libraries got burned.
Yes. One in Iraq, one in Alexandria.
Yes. They destroyed like 70% of stuff.
Yes. No, in Alexandria destroyed all.
Oh, all of it.
All of them. But in Iraq, the guy took it with him. They hide it under the ground. Yes.
Masha Jesus. So David, if I told you I was a prophet, and then you came to me and said, Daniel, Prophet Daniel, I've got a bad stomach. What can I do to be healed? And I said to you, go and eat some honey, and you'll be healed. And you went and ate some honey, and then you came back to me, and you said, I ate the honey, and my stomach's still bad. And if I turned around and said to you, your stomach's lying to you, what would you think of me? Would you think I was a prophet?
Prophet from where? You remind me beautiful hadith in Sahih al-Bukhari. I think you talk about it. In Sahih Bukhari, hadith 57:16. He talk about the honey.
yeah, that's what I was doing. Yeah.
And Muhammad said, the belly, the stomach of your nephew is right, and no, sorry, the stomach of your nephew is liar. Give him honey.
What's the hadith where Muhammad sells a bunch of women for some horses?
Muhammad.
Yeah, he sells a bunch of women for some horses, like he trades them. He trades women for horses. I've seen it.
I'm trying to understand.
Like he has a bunch of slave women and he trades them for horses.
I don't know.
Now I'm going to try to find it.
I don't know that. But he used to betrayed his wives, according to
Hmm.
Quran.
Yeah, 100%. And what was Muhammad's ruling? 2 Africans for 1 European? David?
Again,
I said, what was Muhammad's ruling? Was it 2 African people for 1 European person?
he trade 2 black slave with the other.
Yeah, for 1 white slave, right?
Yeah, and he said the chapter. If you read the chapter name, he talking about the trading of selling, buy and selling, different price, different quality about the animals.
Yeah.
He talk about the animals, and inside the chapter name talk about the animals. Inside the book, he talk about the black slave.
Yeah, so
Arena,
he
what
called
is
them
the
out.
topic?
He called
Arena,
them.
the topic is why the Muslim still Muslim. He should convert to Christianity. He should become a Christian. The Islam doesn't make any sense. Nothing. Hi, Josh.
Brother Ahmed, thank you so much for teaching us about Islam. I'm learning so much, and it's helping me to preach to Muslims and to challenge their beliefs.
Amen.
I wanted to ask you a question. How long after Muhammad's death did the Quran came to exist?
Earlier scripture we have I think 50 years or 175 years, between 50 to 75, earliest one. But the problem not here, brother. We don't have any issue with there. We don't have any problem there. No problem. But the problem is, did Muhammad write the Quran? He's supposed to be write the Quran because the Quran, in Quran, Allah gave it him. Let me show you this verse. وَمَا قَالُوا أَسَاطِيرُ الْأَوَّلِينَ اكْتَتَبَهَا فهي تملى عليه بكرة وأصيلا. Surah Al-Furqan, chapter 25. Let me show you this verse. Chapter 25, verse 5.
Hey, David Habibi, I'm going to get down. God bless you.
God bless you, Habibi Danny.
Lord
Thank you
bless
for
you and
coming,
keep you,
brother.
brother, and protect you and your family. God bless you.
Amen, brother. God
I'll
bless
be
you.
praying for you, brother. Keep fighting
Amen,
the good
Habibi.
fight. Love you, brother.
Amen, Habibi. God bless. Take care, brother Habibi. Let me show you this verse, brother. This is in chapter 25, verse 5. Look the Arab pagan what they're saying. They say he has taken down mass of the incense, and they are dedicated to him morning and evening. This is such a lie, because he is supposed to be saying he had written. Look the corpus, good translation. Which he had written, and they are dedicated to him morning and evening. So Muhammad is supposed to be writing the Quran, right? And
okay.
we have one hadith. We have one hadith before Muhammad died. He said, "Give me board and pen to write for you a book. You never misguided after that." So which means Muhammad write and read, right? قربوا لي الكتب. Let me show you this hadith. لأكتب
And
لكم كتابا. Just a second, for I connect everything together for you understand.
okay.
لأكتب لكم كتابا لا تضلوا من بعده. Muhammad, he said, bring for me the board and the pen, for I write for you a book, you never be misguided after that. When he was sick. So which means Muhammad, he's supposed to be write and read. So if not, why in Sahih Muslim the hadith? If not, why he should ask to give him board and pen to write, right? And Umar ibn Khattab said, leave him, he'd be crazy, leave him, he's crazy. Let me show you the hadith. So now I'm trying to prove some small point for you before I continue. Try to understand me, brother. Okay? If you listen carefully, you will understand me what I'm talking about. This hadith in Sahih al-Bukhari. Hadith number 114. Ibn Abbas said, when the element of the Prophet become worse, he said, bring for me written paper, and I will write for you statement after which you will not go astray. What Muhammad said in Sahih al-Bukhari, he asking for pen and paper to write, right? Which means Muhammad, he's not illiterate. He's writing and reading. He's perfect. Okay. So the question is here. If this Quran, same Muhammad Quran, why should Osman burn it? Why Osman burn all the Quran and he write a new Quran? For which reason? First point. Second point. Why Osman disobey Muhammad? Because Muhammad, he said, take the Quran from 4 persons. Salim Mawla Abi Hudhayfa, Mu'adh ibn Jabal, Ubay bin Ka'b, Abdullah ibn Mas'ud. But the Muslim didn't take the Quran from those 4 persons. They take the Quran from who? From Osman. And Osman, he burned those books. For that killed Osman. So now this book is not Muhammad book. It's not Quran of Muhammad. Because Osman disobey Muhammad. And they didn't bring it for me, the book of Muhammad. If Muhammad is a true prophet and he has a Quran. Right?
Oh wow.
It's not.
So
And another side, if I go to the scripture, write it down now, brother. The scripture of Sana'a in Yemen. Scripture of Sana'a in Yemen. Totally different this Quran we're reading now. Totally different. Big
Oh, so
difference.
they have different Qurans?
Different.
Oh my Lord.
Even same this Quran today, Quran Saudi Arabia, not same Quran in Morocco.
What? Seriously?
Yeah,
Wow.
not same.
Oh man.
They will lie on you. They will told you, oh, because the Quran came in 7 Arab language. What? Are you joking with me? 7 language in Arabic.
Wow.
So which means Jibril 7 times, he go 50,000 years and came back 50,000 years for one verse, and 7 times for one verse. So Jibril
What?
came and go 7 times for one verse. How many millions years Jibril needed to complete this book? Because
Wow.
the Quran said, the angel takes time to come down 50,000 years. Let me show you the verse.
Well,
50,000 years. So now imagine now with me. Allah before create Muhammad, 50,000 years, he sent Jibril with one verse, read. Read. Because this is verse. Read. Iqra. Takes Jibril 50,000 years to come to the Muhammad. Right? He came. And he shocked him in a cave. And he embraced him. And he forced him. He cut him off. Tried to kill him. And he gave it him this verse. Read. And he came back to Allah. Needed 50,000 years to arrive to in Allah's destination, according to Quran. Right? So how
yeah.
many years Muhammad has been died? 1400 years, right?
Yeah.
So now 15,000 years. Kick 1500 years, which means how much we have left? 38,500 years, 600 years. So we still needed 38,600 years to Jibril arrive in Allah's destination for bring another verse in the same surah.
What?
Let me show you the verse in Quran. تعرج الملائكة والروح في يوم كان مقداره 50,000 سنة مما تعدون. Now you will read it in English. Chapter 70, verse 4. Chapter 70, verse 4. Come to see together. This is chapter 70, Surah Al-Ma'arij, verse number 4. تعرج الملائكة والروح في يوم كان مقداره 50,000 سنة. The angel and the spirit assigned to him in a day who spent 50,000 years.
Wow.
Right? So the angel, which means Mr. Jibril, peace be under him, he takes 50,000 years to bring one verse for Muhammad. And he came back. He came back to Allah. He still didn't arrive. Jibril is still traveling in space. So still needed 38,600 years to arrive in Allah's destination. And he needed more also, 50,000 years to come back to Muhammad to give him one more verse. Which means we have to wait 88,000 years and 600 for we receive second verse. There is no traffic in space, brother, no traffic. There's traffic light in space. Right? This is Quran. I showed you from Quran 2 verses and from Hadith Sahih al-Bukhari 1 verse.
Well,
Still, I have a lot to share with you. I have a lot to share.
so how dare Muslims tell us that the Bible is being corrupted? You know, it's like they say that that is being corrupted, and I asked them when, how, who, by who, and they don't have no answers. This guy fooled me the other day. He said it was Cyrus the Great that destroyed all the Torahs in the Babylon
MashaAllah.
captivity. I go, what?
MashaAllah. MashaAllah.
And and then I got into studying Cyrus the Great, and he actually was used by God to deliver the Jewish from the Babylon captivity. So,
Brother, trust me.
eh,
Anything, any claim Muslim made it about Christianity, he tried to hide that claim in his religion. Because that claim, that question in his religion.
wow,
Anything,
that's a
any
huge
question.
that's a huge argument against their bogus claims. You know, supposedly they go like, oh, this king was 21 years old right here, and then 42 years old on this
He
side,
misunderstanding.
and
About Aghziyah, he talk about two different things. He talk about the time of the kingdom and the time of his life. Two different things. It's not one.
yeah, I told him, I go like, it in one verse he's saying when the father called
Let me
him to
give you
rule with
example.
him.
Let me give you example. Now Jesus Christ, he's the word of God, right?
Yes,
He's unlimited,
yes,
right? He appeared in a body, right?
amen,
But we
amen.
said here, the God is Almighty, and we said the God Jesus Christ, he lived 33 years, right?
Yes, he's
This is
human.
this is contradiction. This is contradiction. No,
No.
right? Same thing there. One talk about metaphor, which means about the kingdom, and the other verse, because that book, specific talking about different thing. For example, I am doctor, you are a doctor, right?
Yeah.
I'm a doctor of eye, you doctor of, for example, stomach. But we both work in a human body, right?
Yes.
So my book talking about the stomach, the eye. Your book talking about the stomach, right? But
Yeah.
same, we talk about one body. You got the
Yes.
point? So which
Yeah.
means Akhziya, one in the, what we call in English, I don't know, the news, chapter news, what we call him, Akhbar Layam, the day news, called him, I don't know. Okay, one chapter in Old Testament always talking about the kingdom. He didn't give you, he didn't talking about individual. One book. The other book, no. He talking about the individual. The handicap worshiper mix it both together. He mix it. Why? Because he has same problem in his Quran, but it's real problem. Because his Quran is one soul. That doesn't have metaphor in his own Quran. There is no metaphor. is literate in his own Quran, is illiterate. For that, he tried to cover some issue in his Quran to attack the Bible. But he can't. He can't. Even he can't answer one question in his religion. Yes. So do you
Wow.
have any question, brother?
Well, I try to, because I tell them I'm going to challenge all your beliefs and everything you say about, because I've been Christian and I know the Bible, and you come to me and you tell me about Quran and about Allah and about Muhammad, and I go, why would you guys reject the God of the Bible that loves you so much? You know, why would you reject him? I mean, he loved you. He became a human to die for your sins on the cross, and why would you? And this is the thing that puzzles me. Why would they reject such a love? You know, did Allah
Because
or Muhammad
let
ever
me
did
make it
something for
short for you.
Muslims?
Let me make it short for you. Because in Christianity there is no dingy dingy. Done. Because we don't have a muta. We don't have a 4 wives. We don't have a capture slave. Right hand possess. We don't have that. Got it now?
Okay.
We don't have breastfeeding 10 times an adult. Even if I can't marry second wife in Christianity. Those people, specific people looking for enjoyment, looking for dingy dingy, looking for the stuff in this earth. The shampoo, your Allah shampoo, handicap worshipper. Your Allah, he admitted Muhammad is God, and he is a God, and Muslim ibn Habib is God. The shampoo in your Quran, Habibi, in your religion, coward. The shampoo in your religion. But we believe in one God. He has a 3 different attribute, being attribute. One person, 3 different being attribute. But in your Quran, you have 3 different gods. Which means, who's all merciful, most merciful, most kind? Muhammad. Muhammad. He's the most kind, most merciful. Right? Who's Ar-Rahim? Muslim ibn Habib. And your Allah. Which means we have 3 different gods in Quran. You worship him. 2 human beings. One is a fake. His statue. His name Allahu Akbar. So you're worshipping one, this guy, handicapped, and you're worshipping Muhammad, a human being, and you're worshipping Muslim ibn Habib, a human being. So which means you're worshipping 2 human beings and 1 statue. Handicap worshipper. Shampoo. Shampoo. See, brother? See,
Wow.
brother? Now I give
But
you example.
they also have the black stone in Mecca. I seen the black stone in Mecca. There was
Bravo.
this girl, Muslim girl, that was saying that by kissing the stone, it forgives the sin.
Not Muslim girl. Muhammad said that.
Oh wow!
Muhammad said that. Muhammad said the black stone kissing and touching the black stone forgiven airs your sins.
That is so hypocritical to say that they only worship one God when they have a black stone in Mecca.
No, bro. I challenge him. I will offer $100 today if they prove it to me they're worshipping one God. I can tell you, for example, now if you ask the Hindu, oh, we worship one creator, but how many gods they have it?
Mm-hmm.
How many gods have it?
Well,
a million gods.
Million gods.
Right? Same thing
Yes.
Islam. Same thing Islam. Islam, I can guarantee for you, is copy from heretic Jewish. Even the Quran, copy from heretic Jewish.
Wow.
سلام ومتعة brother.
سلام ومتعة حبيب قلبي رب
Thank you,
يبارك فيك.
brother. I appreciate you. I'll let other brothers learn. I'll be here learning.
Anytime, brother. Anytime. God bless you.
God bless Jose. God
Anytime.
bless.
So, brother, before you go, ask the Muslim, challenge him. Challenge him. And I will pay. Challenge him for $500. And I will pay. To prove it to me, his Allah not laid eggs. Why? Because Allah in chapter 112, he said not been born and not give a birth. But why he did not say he not laid eggs?
Exactly. ديفيد كان اكو حديث مال المسيح هو مات وقام في ثالث يوم. يا هو هذا حديث
ابن اسحاق تفسير قرآن.
تفسير القرآن. زين اكو حديث صحيح البخاري لو صحيح مسلم؟
لا تفسير قرآن. and أنا فرجيتهم من تفسير الرازي كمان القرآن. بدك أطلع لك إياه مشان تعمل سكرين شوت؟
يعني على التليجرام بس تعرف بيزي that's why. يابا اليوم نزمت لك واحد مسلم السود بي ما قدر يحكي.
هو تفسير ابن كثير راح تلاقيه أكيد.
تفسير ابن كثير.
Let me just pull it up. إني متوفيك ورافعك إلي.
وهذا عافية متوفيك which is مات وقام
yes.
بس they try to twist it. متوفيك.
They can't twist it. With me, they can't. With me, they can't.
They do with the non-Arabic speakers. This is the problem.
Yeah, I will make his Allah shish kebab in front of me. He can't with me. If you go Tafsir Ibn Kathir and try to read in Saudi Arabia website.
Which is the UK. Yeah. Okay.
If the Saudi Arabia website hide it, I will open another website. Because Ibn Abbas said that, not any
Ibn Abbas is
one small scholar.
Exactly.
So, for example here, hadith number, شوف هاي قبل ما ترجمة عشان ما تضيع. راح أجيب لك غيره كمان. This is all the stuff we used to use it with the scholars. توفاه 7 ساعات من النهار ثم أحياه.
7 ساعات من النهار ثم أحياه. Okay. وهذا الحديث 143.
Take screenshot. This is for I translate now. Wait, let me translate. Yes. Ibn Humayd told us, he said, Salama told us on the authority of Ibn Ishaq, he said, the Christians claim that he died 7 hours of the day.
And
then God revived him. Right? خليني أشوف غيره. في عندي حديث تاني كمان بيثبت 3 أيام.
Yes, exactly. هو هذا اللي أنا أتذكره بس ما أعرف بالضبط وين.
خلينا نشوف الكاستمر طاز.
يلا.
طاز.
يو.
سلام ومتعة طاز.
Hey, cut the shit out, bro.
You called that to your Allah? Your Allah, he can't shut up.
Bro, I'm not.
He always is screaming like a dog. Your
No,
Allah.
what are you saying, bro?
Yeah,
Like
your
you're a
Allah,
grown ass nigga.
your
What's
Allah
that
always
picture
is
behind you,
screaming.
bro? What's that
This is
picture
your
behind you?
Allah, handicap worshipper.
Alright, bro. You think it's shit funny, bro? That
Yeah,
shit
your
crazy.
Prophet Muhammad said that, not me.
Yeah. When the fuck did he say? Are you stupid? You're mental, bro.
That is in
I
Quran.
swear to
Which
God.
chapter you just
I
recite now?
swear
Which
to
chapter?
God, no way you're real, bro.
So
Like you're not
which
real,
chapter
bro.
now you recite?
Like,
All
bro,
Muslim like that,
serious.
all da'wah like
Grown
that.
ass man.
So
Grown ass man
now
on
you
TikTok.
came.
You
Now
go
you
live
came
every
to
day.
preach your Quran by effort, handicap worshipper. You came to preach your Quran by effort.
Bro, don't mute me, nigga. You
I
have
will
a
kick you,
picture
not to mute you only.
of
I
a
will kick you
random ass
out.
nigga behind you.
Yalla black. Yalla black.
This guys,
Coward.
man. This is how they are, guys. It shows.
Respect yourself, coward. I have a question here. Why you are still Muslim? You should become a Christian. Pause, disrespectful. He's starting effort. He didn't say there is maybe kids in a live stream, maybe underage in a live stream, maybe his sister in a live stream, maybe his mother in live stream. He don't care. He can use F word with his daughter. He don't care. Maybe your daughter in live stream now. She watching. Right? Respect yourself, handicap worshipper. We have a question. The question is, why you are still Muslim? Done. Sick people. Like Allahu Akbar.
He couldn't defend his faith. He has to come up and curse and show his fruitness. This is what they are. This is how they are.
Any handicap worshipper here? You wanna answer my question? You are very welcome. It's not difficult. The question is easy.
Hello.
Hello, Solar. How are you, Solar? Are you
I'm gonna
Muslim?
say that again.
Are you Muslim?
Yeah.
Why you are still Muslim?
I'm gonna tell you my answer, but I don't know if you're gonna like it or not.
Just tell me you'll answer. Go ahead.
Sorry, I was swallowing some bread. So one time,
Where are you in the bathroom? Are you in the bathroom?
no. I just rinsed my hands because I just finished eating some bread.
Okay.
So I was prostrating and I was in prayer, and I asked Allah.
I'm not saying, brother, you're misunderstanding the question. I'm not saying what the 5 pillars in Islam. I'm not asking about the pillars.
I'm not
saying,
telling you about the pillars.
why?
You asked me why am I still Muslim, right?
Okay. Why you are still Muslim? For which reason?
Because I asked Allah if He was real to turn off all the lights where I was, and to turn off all the lights in the people's homes that I would call next.
Wow. So your Allah did a magic in your house. He turned the light for you.
I was staying in a hotel and all the lights in the hotel went off.
He turned off the light and turned on the light?
I called my mother. I called my mother in Georgia.
How can your big guarantee is not the devil's jinn?
It's either a big coincidence or
Allah internet. MashaAllah.
Did Allah cut the power off? Did he cut the power off?
Yeah, because in Quran he said that.
Oh.
Do you know that? Wow. That is Allah's job in Quran. Do you know that? Allah, he has only one job. Turn on, turn off the light. Let me show you. Seriously, bro, I'm not joking. يقلب الليل والنهار. Let me show you. يقلب الليل والنهار. That is Allah's job. And he's always busy in Surah An-Nur, chapter 24, verse 44. Let me pull it up here. Chapter 24. Allah, electrician guy. Allah is busy. Alternator. Allah alternator. Look here. Look, read it, please. Read it in English.
Allah alternates the night and the day. There is indeed a lesson in that for those who have insight.
See, Allah is alternator. He turn a light, turn off, turn right, turn on, turn off, turn on, turn off, turn on. Allah is busy. And also, Allah is busy to prove it for you. Allah is busy. Let me prove it. سنفرغ لكم أيها الثقلان. In Surah Ar-Rahman, verse 31. Chapter 55, verse 31. Look. Allah is busy. 55, 31. Look here. Huh? Allah is busy. Why? Because He working alternator. Soon! Soon we will attend to you. Allah is busy. He working alternator. Turn on, turn off, turn off, turn on. If the power shut off in your street, make sure Allah did. By mistake. Allah turned off the light by mistake.
Correct.
Because
this happens in the Middle East countries. Allah turns them off and turns them back on.
Yeah, he feel tired. He feel tired. Seriously. Let's see, we have a customer here. GSM 786. This guy, he working with the government. Come on. That is your number? 3 numbers? Last numbers? GSM?
Good morning.
With which office? With which office you working?
The protection and servicing.
See?
Protection and servicing.
Are you Muslim, Alhamdulillah, Jesus?
Yes, I'm a Muslim.
See? Protection and servicing. In which country?
South Africa.
South Africa. Are you officer?
Yes, I am.
Can you tell me why you worshipping handicap?
Because Islam doesn't limit me in terms of knowledge.
Saying why you worshipping handicap?
Who is handicapped?
Your Allah.
The one over there on the background. As you can see, he has 2 legs.
You
have to be smart, man. How can you are a police? You are officer, and you are sorry about that.
Wait. Your question there is, why are you still a Muslim?
Yeah, I changed it only for you. The question for the normal Muslim.
Why am I still Muslim? Because
the
I
question
practice
for normal. Okay, come. Do you wanna go there? Go there. Why you are still Muslim?
Because Islam doesn't limit me when it comes to the knowledge of God.
How? If
Islam
your Allah is limit.
Come again?
How can doesn't limit you and your Allah is limited?
As I speak right now, I do have the Quran. I do have the Bible.
I'm saying, brother, do you have a Quran? Bring the Quran.
Yes. I've got every scriptures.
Okay, bring the Quran.
Every scripture here.
With all respect, bring your Quran. Let me see
what do you want to know from the Quran?
Surah Taha.
Surah Taha.
Yes.
Taha, the one that was revealed in front of Umar, radiallahu ta'ala. Are you speaking of that one?
Umar is supposed to be Prophet Umar. وافقت ربي في ثلاث. So your Allah get permission from Umar. Omar is supposed to be prophet, not your prophet Muhammad. Anyways, open with me chapter 20, verse 5.
But in terms of Umar, Umar was Jahil before
Read now.
before
Omar is supposed to
Muhammad,
be
because
prophet.
Muhammad
Omar
is
is
the one
supposed
who
to be
showed him the
prophet.
way.
By mistake, Muhammad become prophet. By mistake.
But how? Because Muhammad is the one who showed him
I
the
will
way.
prove it. No. Because Omar, he teaching your Allah and teaching Muhammad.
But according to the
Omar.
seerah that I know, Umar was
According
crying that he...
Quran, brother, according Quran,
Yes.
according Tafsir, according Hadith, Omar teach your Allah and teach Muhammad.
Okay, Surah Taha.
Open now, chapter 20, Surah Taha, verse number 5. Read and explain it. Yeah.
Taha, Bismillah. Let me just get it here quickly, because I can't do tafsir out of my head. You said ayah number? Give me the ayah.
5.
Number 5, okay. Allah most, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, in the name of Allah.
Read in Arabic,
Allah
Arabic.
most...
Read in Arabic. In English is not Quran. Read in Arabic.
You want in the Arabic context?
Yes. Because Quran is Arabic. It's not English. English is a translation of opinion of scholars. It's not Quran. If you're
Not
saying
fully.
the English, if you're saying, brother, English is Quran, which means
Yeah.
we have more than 28 different Quran in English.
Oh yeah, that's true. We'll be going back to the Christians, whereby they are
So
using 66 and
don't go.
77 books.
No. Look. We don't have in a Bible. We don't have in a Bible verse the God saying this book specific Greek language. We don't have it. We don't have verse in our Bible to say we send this book in a Greek language for you understanding. No, we don't pray specifically in Arabic in the Greek language. We pray other language.
Okay,
Doesn't
but
matter.
now,
So now
okay,
you
but
can't
let me ask you,
compare.
because you
No,
raised that
wait, I
point
didn't
out.
finish. Brother,
Okay,
I didn't finish. You can't
I'm
compare
listening.
with some unlimited. You can't compare unlimited with a limited. Your Quran is limited in Arabic language. Even your Allah limited on the chair. Same thing. But my Bible is unlimited like my God is unlimited. Why? I can translate to any language super easy, and I can translate literally. But your Quran haram to translate literally. Your Quran haram to translate to other language. You're supposed to be praying in Arabic language. Even you don't understand Arabic, doesn't matter. Which means your Allah understanding only one language. So now read the verse in Arabic and explain it.
La ilaha illallah. Okay, so you said the Bible is not limited.
Now don't jump.
I'm not jumping.
Read the verse. After you read
I'm
the
going according to
verse,
what you told me.
GSM, read the verse.
Yeah, let me go get the Arabic
it.
one then. Let
Read
me
it
go
in
get the Arabic one. Just give me 1 second.
Yalla,
Give
I'm
me 1
waiting
second.
for you. I'm waiting
Okay.
for you, Habibi.
Hello, how are you guys doing?
Hi.
Very
Who is
copy.
this?
God bless, brother. Hello.
So, are you guys talking about the authenticity of the Quran? Is that am I understanding correctly?
I don't know why my camera be like that. What black?
Right? Yeah, I noticed it. Try turning it off and on again.
Yes, now
There
it's
we go.
good.
We can see your beautiful face again.
Yeah, brother. We're talking about. I said why you are still Muslim. He said because the God he didn't limited me. He gave me to be unlimited. So I told him, you are unlimited and your Allah is limited. Come on, bro. Open with me. Surah Taha, chapter 20, verse number 5 and read it in Arabic, because in English we don't have a Quran. We have opinion of scholars.
Right.
We don't have Quran in English. We have opinion of scholars. However, any scholar read the Quran, for example, Ar-Rahmanu ala al-arshi istawa. He can translate different opinion, however what he understanding from this verse. I don't care
Yeah, and
about the scholars.
we see that in Surah. Yeah, we see that in Surah 931. We also see that in Surah 33:56, where they mistranslate the words so that it fits their
All
doctrine.
Quran, brother. All Quran mistranslation. For example, if you go now to Quran X and choose all translation and put any verse you want, any verse, put it any verse, and check it. Between one the other, totally different translation.
Yeah, exactly. For example, there's one where I can't remember the exact verse, but it calls Allah the Ahsan al-Makirin, and they mistranslate it to be the best of all planners. When Makirin in Arabic means to deceive, deceitful planning.
Yes, best of deceiver should be.
Yeah, and we only find the Iqbal translation that says the best of deceivers.
Yes.
There's
So now
a
we're
lot
waiting a
of
brother to bring his own Quran and to
I'm
read
here.
for
I'm
me.
here.
Yalla,
I'm
start
here. I'm
read it
here.
in Arabic
All
and
right. بسم
explain it
الله
to me.
الرحمن الرحيم. له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض
Hello?
وما
Hello?
بينهما وما تحت Come on.
Hello?
Yeah.
Which verse I
Yes.
told you to read it?
Number 5.
Okay, go ahead.
طه. Number 5. له
Yes.
ما في
Man,
السماوات
you don't know
وما
how
في
to
الأرض.
open your own Quran. Come on, bro.
What do you mean now?
Come on, bro. You don't know how to found it the verse from your own Quran. Come on,
Here, let me.
bro.
What are you
I'll just
saying?
explain.
Do I have to teach you
What
how to found the verse from your Quran? Are you kidding me?
What do you mean now?
Who
Are
are
you
you
kidding
Muslim?
Come
me?
on. No, I am kidding you because I'm
Bro,
reading the Quran in front of
come,
my
come,
face
come.
right now.
Bro, this is
Come
what?
on, man.
This is Quran. Let
No,
me
no,
show
no, no,
you
no, no,
how to
no.
read. Let me teach you. Let me teach you.
You can't teach me how to read
Astaghfirullah.
Quran,
No,
bro.
I have to
You'll
teach
never
you. I
do
have
that.
to teach you.
No, you
I have
can't.
to teach you. I
No,
have to
you
teach
can't.
you. Wait.
Ah, yeah.
This is
Never.
for free, huh? For free. Don't send any
I
gift.
have my
I will
Quran in
teach
front
you.
of me here as I speak. Here's my Quran here.
Let me tell you something. Open the. Oh, okay, great. Great. You open it.
Yes, exactly.
Uh-huh.
Yes, exactly.
Uh-huh. Why switch the
So what?
layout? Read it now, verse number 5.
I'm reading from this year. Where's this
Put your
year?
finger on verse number 5. Put your finger on
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Read
Is
it.
it?
No.
له
Before
ما في
that, let me
السماوات.
teach you, brother, always the number coming and in the end of the verse. The number didn't come first of the verse and the verse. So now you're
you
reading
want
verse number
الرحمن
6.
على
You're
عرش
reading.
على عرش
Wait.
استوى.
Let me teach you. I told you I have to teach
You
you. I have to teach you. I
Which
told
ayah?
you.
Which surah?
Bro,
Which surah?
just a second, brother. Just a second.
Okay.
So always the Quran, when you start read Quran, the number came ended the verse, not before the verse. So when you said verse number 1, look the number, go to the number, ended the verse, the number, not the beginning, in the end. Even you don't know how to read your Quran. How can you answer my question, bro? Do I have to teach you how to read Quran? I have to teach you how to open Quran. I have to teach you Arabic. I have to teach you interpretation. I have to teach you Hadith. I have to teach you Fiqh. I have to teach you Seerah. Come on. Why you are a Muslim? I have 13 years left Islam. Now read it verse number 5. The number coming in the end. Ended the verse number 5. Which means the verse called Ar-Rahmanu ala al-Arsh istawa. Yalla, unmute yourself and read it
You want
and explain
الرحمن
it.
على عرش استوى.
Not Arshi, not Arshi. Ala al-Arshi. Ala al-Arshi. Not Arshi. Big difference between Arshi and Arshi.
So you want me
Now
to read
tell
it
me
with
what
nice
that means.
tajweed for you?
Now read it. Tell me what that means. Ar-Rahman ala
الرحمن
al-arsh
على
istawa.
العرش استوى.
Bravo. What that mean?
The most gracious, the most merciful, on top of the throne.
Above the throne.
Established himself on top of the
On the
throne,
throne.
firmly.
On the throne.
Yes.
So who is on the
Yes.
throne? Who is on the throne?
له ما في السماوات وما في
Who? I'm
الأرض.
saying who. I'm saying who
Allah.
on the throne.
It
You're
is
Allah on
Allah.
the throne. Right?
Allah is on the throne. Yes.
So you're Allah on the throne. It's not everywhere.
The throne encompasses everything on the samawat and
So now you're
on the
saying
earth.
now you're just saying the throne become creator.
It's not creator in a way.
So who
but
is everywhere? Who is everywhere?
The throne
Only
is
one.
everywhere.
He is a God. The throne is everywhere?
Yes,
which means
yes,
the throne
everywhere.
become creator. What's the difference between your Allah and the throne?
The difference.
I will tell you the difference. Your Allah limited on the throne, and you say the throne everywhere, which means the throne is creator and your Allah is created.
No. The hadith which supports the statement of Allah being everywhere.
So
where Rasulullah
do you
sallallahu
accept
alaihi wasallam
hadith?
says,
Can you prove it for you? Can you prove it for me,
says,
please? Which hadith?
come on, give me a
Where?
chance to speak. What are you saying now, man? Come on.
Yeah,
Let's
just
give
give me the
each other
source
a
for I
dialogue, man.
open it. Just give me the source.
Ittaqullahu haythuma kunta. Fear
Not like
Allah
that.
wherever you are, man.
Ittaqi, not ittaqu. I am one. I'm not couple.
It's better off that you understand me. I'm
No, you
making
have to
efforts
say,
to even.
bro, Habibi.
I'm making efforts to even
I
try.
am one.
I am not an
only
Arab
one.
speaker.
I'm not couple.
My mother tongue is not Arabic. I don't wanna go into
You don't
emotions
understand
and
your
use my
Allah
emotions.
language. Okay, no problem.
No,
So now you said you have
but I'm
hadith.
making effort.
Yeah, you said you have a hadith, and the hadith saying, according to your prophet, your Allah everywhere, right?
Yeah, ittaqillah haythuma kunta.
Can you tell me which hadith, where I can find it, read it, this hadith? Because you
It's in
confuse me.
Bukhari.
Where
It's in Bukhari. I just don't have the number. I'll
book?
check it up for you and give it to you.
Check it, please check it. Do you know
Okay,
why?
let me check it
If
on
you
my
prove
headset.
it for me, which means all your companion is a kafirin, and your prophet Muhammad is a kafir, and Ibn Abbas is kafir, all of them kafir, only you are a Muslim. Why? Because your scholar saying, even Ahmad ibn Hanbal and Imam al-Zahabi and al-Tirmizi and al-Daraqutni, they're saying, if even al-Imam al-Awza'i in Egypt, he said, however, who said Allah everywhere, he is a kafir. Which means Allah in the toilet. However, who said Allah is everywhere, which means he is a kafir. Why? Because we have more than 50 hadith from your Prophet Muhammad. Prove it to me. Your Allah sitting on the chair, on a throne. It's not everywhere. Now you will prove it for me. Your Prophet Muhammad is Jahmi kafir. Thank you, appreciate it. You have to come to my live stream every day. You help me to destroy the devil. Allahu Akbar. Look, brother, I am ready to prove it for him from physical books. I'm ready. See? Two different books. Uh-oh. Let me
I'm back. I got the hadith.
look here.
I made a mistake by saying it's in Bukhari.
Oh. Which book?
But it's...
Show it in camera. Yeah. Show it in camera.